Part of my work as a composer and sound designer is to make spatial audio volumes, or SAVs for short, that I and my team use to control the sound that's in the maps that you'll play. SAVs define borders between areas that need to sound different from each other, whether because of their surfaces, their sizes, or their just general environment, the simplest of which we could think of maybe as an interior versus an exterior space. These areas you see basically defined with blue vertices are the SAVs that I've made for this particular map. So what do they actually sound like when they're made? Let me demonstrate by taking a look at some of the SAVs that I've made for this map called Bypass. You can play it in Splitgate 2. This is the outdoor SAV, and as you can see, it covers the whole playable area. It's that blue boundary that's going on in there. And I set this SAV up to be an outdoor area through the details panel that you see here. It's set to have an outdoor style reverb, and its send level is low. It doesn't need to be very high. But it's the state mixing settings in the details panel that really makes the action happen. This is where I can assign a bass air, which is the sound that you hear when nothing else is happening. And this panel is also where I tell Unreal that this is an outdoor location. And setting it as an outdoor location means that the right tails that we've designed for the gun to sound like they're outdoors when they're fired in the outdoor spatial audio volume. The gondola station, however, is an interior spatial audio volume. And as you can see, it's got narrow corridors, highly reflective surfaces, low ceiling, lots of inlets and outlets. It's a train station. So it's going to play a different bass air, have a different reverb, and the tail sound of any weapon you fire in here is going to be different from the exterior. There are also some other sounds going off in this area that will be directly impacted by the way we have this spatial audio volume configured. So I'll fire a weapon inside and outside of this station, and we'll hear what it sounds like. So here we are, outdoors. Let's hear the gun tail. Long outdoor gun tail. As soon as you enter the gondola,
new power weapon in the arena.
Even the environmental sounds like this piece of music I designed for this wall ad are behaving very differently than they would outside. It's bouncing off, and it's got its own reverb sound, and so does the gun. It plays a different tail and responds to the reverb, interior reverb differently. As opposed to the way it sounds out here.